Hey guys, thanks for joining me here at Major Arcanum. I've already pre-shuffled the cards so we can just jump right into it. I'm pulling 4 cards so we can talk about what's going on. What is it that you don't see? What is the advice and the outcome if you follow that advice? So the first card, King of Swords. Oh, Queen of Swords. Okay. 2 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is clearly a message of cutting things out that are no longer serving you. We have the King and Queen of Swords. The King of Swords representing somebody who is practical, logical, intelligent, an intellectual for sure, could be a lawyer, something like that, but wanting to do things in a proper way. You know, leaving the emotions out of a situation and just doing things the proper way. So it could be that you want to cut something out of your life, cut out bad behaviors, cut out people who are untrustworthy, undevoted, just putting people in their place, you know, so that they can stay in their lane. I feel that's the King of Swords, but it's partnered with the Queen of Swords. And so I feel like you two are making this as a decision together, saying, well, I don't know, we need to cut expenses, or we need to budget better, right? I mean, there's no pentacle energy, so that's just one scenario, but deciding as a couple or deciding as a unit or a connection, if this is a business situation, deciding as a unit to say, hey, this is where we need to cut expenses, so that we can thrive in the next quarter, in the next season, and in the next year, or whatever. So deciding together that something needs to be cut out. It could be people, you know, like these two are having a conversation where they're saying, so and so isn't really supportive of us moving in this direction. They're not, for example, they're not supportive of us quitting our jobs and starting our own business, right? But you've planned, because this is an intellectual, as I said, you filled out all the forms, done all the paperwork, crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's, everything is set in motion. But somebody may be doubting and you're like, we don't need that energy. Nope, we don't need that energy in our life, so let's just cut that out. We can show them better than we can tell them, right? So I kind of feel like that's the energy, is you're just cutting things out that aren't really supportive. So apply it to your situation as it fits. And then the two of Swords, you know, it is a decision. And I feel like what's needed here is more information, which isn't really a hardship for the King and Queen of Swords, right? Gaining more information isn't really a hardship, but I feel that that's kind of what's making them about to make the decision, right? Or you about to make a decision, is having more information. Well, so and so hasn't been supportive, so we're going to cut them out of our life, but you know, but their family, right? It could be something like that. But their family, so is it going to be awkward at like family parties or whatever? But you know, it's kind of a situation like that where you have a difficult decision to make, but you really know what is the right answer that's going to serve you and serve you well, serve you and your family well, serve you and your partnership well, whatever it is for you. But I feel like there probably is a difficult decision of things that you have to cut out. This is wanting more information. Why is this family member so unsupportive? Are they jealous? Do they really want to be involved? But really getting more information to kind of figure that out, because you don't really want it to be awkward at the family functions, you know. So it seems that I kind of feel like it's a situation where they're like, well, that's not gonna work because of whatever, but they have a specialty or they have an idea of how they can help it, they can support it. They're just not talking about it the right way. Like, instead of saying that's not going to work, say, would you consider bringing me on board so I can help problem solve this area, or so I can be in charge of this area? So I feel like that family member appears unsupportive, but it's really because they want to be involved. They want to be involved in this project or this future endeavor or whatever it is. So they're coming about it all wrong. That's not your fault and that's not your problem, but I feel like you want to get to the bottom of it by getting more information. We see the blindfold on, a lack of clarity. I feel like you want the clarity of why this person is acting that way. So by getting more clarity, I feel that you can remove the burdens. It's now not an issue at the family functions if we keep with that scenario where one person is talking about the other, or the family is talking about, oh, they're not getting along anymore because so-and-so said this and so-and-so said that. So removing the burdens by talking it out, getting to the bottom of why this person seems or appears so unsupportive at first, it's because they want to be involved. And by getting that clarity, now it removes the burden of, he said, she said at the family functions or whatever. So that's the best example I can give, honestly. Let's pull 3 more cards and see what are the supporting messages. Okay, let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going until a conversation is had, of course. And then worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for being here with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's free for you, but means so much to me. And we'll talk soon. Bye.